So she's so right. These products help us to be able to help you because they are amazing products. So thank you so much for that awesome prayer. And I'm going to take my Johnny shot right now with my Nutriverse and my NRG. And, mm, why? Because I'm really right. And sometimes winning it means you got to do some things to help you to get yourself together. You wanted to say I was a DJ in my other life, right? Because I always got a song for pretty much a lot of the things that we're singing. So in light of that, I could hear the OJ saying, "Get yourself together, hey, 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 hey." That's kind of like life is no better than me. Like that was definitely something that definitely helps you to get yourself. This is wonderful song to get yourself together. We are in. Thank you all for joining me, those on the conference line and those on Facebook. Thank you all for being with us. We appreciate you. And we really are coming to a close in the book that God blesses right when the rain falls, the flowers bloom. I'm grateful for being able to write this book, grateful for the Holy Spirit downloading it, grateful for the years my husband and I spent married because those years are the things that help us help me to actually write this book. So we're very grateful for everything that God allows and everything that God does because He really does help us to make it from faith to faith and from glory to glory. So thank you all for being a student with me, going along with the book, in the book with me. This section of the book, well, there are actually three sections of the book, and the sections of the book actually are you, me, and us. And it talks about what you can do to help your relationship to be better, what I can do, what needs to happen for me, and what can happen within me to help our relationship to blossom better. And last part is what we can do to make this thing work together. And so this is the fourth chapter in us section, and it's called Masterpiece. Now, Masterpiece, P-A-C-E, Masterpiece. Now, when we're talking about masterpiece, we're talking about helping you to navigate the storm out of that are happening in life, helping you to make it through the hard times. And so I asked the question within this chapter. Well, I didn't ask questions, but uh, me and there's four other ladies, 5 women of grace. We're on Saturday at 10 a.m. and we're going through the book as well when the rain falls about today. And and so one of the questions that we unpack is how do you de-stress? What do you do things? What do you do to eliminate stress in your life? What are some ways that you can really do some things to help yourself to have peace in your relationship? And uh, stress stress is not something that you want to continue to be on 10 with. You don't want to be uh, dealing with stress for most of your days. So there are some things that you can actually do to help yourself to be stressed. So when we talk about mastering peace, you got to find your space. You got to find your place where you can say, "Hey, look, okay, I'm having a difficult day. and I need to learn how to do some things to help me to, to survive the day. I put a Facebook that was up at 2 o'clock this morning, as I said, and I did a Facebook post. I actually did a TikTok video, and I just go as I'm led when I do them. And one of the things that I talked about in that video, quick video, is you determine the kind of day you're going to have. You know, you have a, you're not uh, you're not like a tumbleweed tossing in the wind. You're not, we use this term years ago. Any way the wind blows is cool with me. Look, the wind is not blowing any way for you, and it shouldn't be cool with you. You have some control over your day. So, what are some things that you do to de-stress? What are some things that you do to bring peace into your relationship? Because if you are always stressed out, if your relationship is always in a high note, there's always some struggles you're dealing with, there's always some problems that are on your plate. You working yourself out of a relationship. And that's not just in marriage, but that's in life. You're working yourself out of a relationship. And that's not that's gonna get old for you. Eventually, you'll end up by yourself. You say that to you together. If you're always high stress, high stress, uh, high maintenance, you're gonna end up. Nobody can live with that 24/7. There's always some drama surrounding it. 24/7. There's always something that you're focusing on that you're maybe taking the minute things and making them major. We used to say major in the mind. And you know what? The Bible says it's the little foxes that spoil the vine. So if this is your personality, I'm going to encourage you to start working with it because nobody can maintain a stressful existence 24/7. And it's not even really about the relationship. It's about you. If you are high maintenance and always in a stressful place, stressful, you are definitely overly taxing your body. And eventually, your body is going to wear out. So, here's some ways to de-stress. We're going to talk about masterpiece marriage. And you have to remind yourself that you can draw strength from even surviving difficult times in your life. Sometimes you can't always focus on the things that you think are always right. You got to draw some strength from the times that you all were successful together. I mean, I'm talking about you weren't stressed out, he wasn't stressed out, but you all both were able to kind of take draw strength from the times when you all worked things out. Listen, how do you work things out? Well, one of the ways that you can actually de-stress is by exercise. Exercising improves your mood. I better go do it. I just had my energy in my sleep. And I'm back with thousand right now. Working out, if you can, one of the things that we're doing in this 15-day challenge as we continue going through it is 30 minutes of working out, 30 minutes of doing something, 30 minutes of walking, 30 minutes of whatever you choose to do. Focus on setting some fitness goals. And we're gonna start again on the 15th of August. Now you can join this challenge at any time, but I'm just trying to stay within the 15 days that that's your date, the first and the 15th. Start again, start again, start again. Yes, yesterday we had, I think it started July 11th, but I think it's the third set of winners that ended up being put in the $25,000 pot. The first one, the first one yesterday won $1,000. First place, second place won 500. Third place won 250. So we're in a challenge that says work out, exercise your body, move for 30 minutes. You, you know, I love what Mr. Jack Fallon said. I said, it's not about the transaction. So we're saying we're not even focused on whether you're purchasing a product or not, but it's about the transformation. So you're you're actually have the opportunity to be in a program or a movement. This was John Collins said yesterday. I said, oh, it's a movement, and the movement. If you're not in the flow of things, in the movement of life, then you're missing out. Because here we are, the movement and the climate in the atmosphere is being healthy. We don't have a choice. Well, you have a choice. If you don't begin to take a active participation and become an active part of your health and wellness, why you afraid stress is going to be the main part. Because if you don't start working to get your health under control, then you're dodging it. You're actually playing Russian roulette with your life. Come on, somebody. God put you here for a purpose. And you can't fulfill that purpose if you're always sick. If you're not taking an active role in creating a healthy environment for you. So we're in a movement now. We've been told life change. And we're saying, and this is from our COO, the man who started the CEO, the man who started the company. He said, we want to help you make your transformation, have a physical transformation. And when you have a physical transformation, you're going to have a mental transformation. You're going to improve on all planes when you work on yourself physically. Why do you say that? Well, because exercise improves your mood. But you've got to make the decision in my life now. And that was one of the first movements that we had. Somebody wants to say something? Go ahead, please. Feel free to. You're going to have to focus on setting some fitness goals so you can meet them. Can I say this to you? Don't give up on you. You matter. I matter. We matter. And when you're in a community of like-minded people, what's going to happen? You're going to find yourself reaching that goal. Oh, I said this way. If you aim for the star and you get the moon, that's a bad thing. You did pretty good. You did fairly better than fairly well. You did pretty good. And God said, good and very good. Another one, we're talking about masculine peace in the marriage. It's about how can I be stressed. That's what this chapter is about. So I'm not going to go through the book, but I do encourage you to create a master peace plan. And creating a master peace plan is finding your space of peace. And hey, grab a hold to it, hold on to it, and don't let it go. Listen, you are the captain of your ship. You are the master of your fate. If you don't have peace, it's nobody else's fault. It's you. Okay, it's you. That's what the prophet told David. Who is this guy that took the little wee lamb from the woman, the guy whole lot of land, whole lot of sheep. Who is this guy? I'm going to take care of him. That was David's thought and mindset. And Father said, "Oh, King, it's you. You are in control of you." My mother taught me this in my early 20s, and I never forgot. She said to me one day when there was a boss that was just really riding me, and she was riding me actually over something that somebody else did, and she made it my fault. And I was explaining to her, listen, I wasn't a supervisor. I'm an employee. I didn't say this to her. I'm an employee just like she was my mindset. How are you blaming me for something that somebody else did? Man, I worked the hardest in that unit. But the people that I helped got bonuses, and I never got. I never got a bonus, and I was the people were completing their work because I was helping them complete it, and I never got recognized for it. You know that hurt. That hurt. Nevertheless, I had a choice. I could have made the decision not to work there. I could have made the decision. Okay, I don't have to keep doing this. I could have stopped helping people and just did my work. But the bosses knew that I was good at what I did, and they took that for granted. And I finally left that job. And when I got ready to leave that job, they tried to say to me, "This is going to be a mistake." Well, I didn't make a mistake. I left. When you don't appreciate what you have, you release it from your life. Gratitude, being grateful for every little thing that happens, being grateful. Find something to be grateful for every morning. Write something that you're grateful for daily and meditate on what you're grateful for. And every time you go to sleep, meditate on what you're grateful for. I'm not de-stressing. These are things that help you de-stress. Because if you wake up and your mind is on what you're grateful for, it's hard to be in a stress state. So find your place of peace. That's nobody else's responsibility. It's you. And my mother taught me after that lesson. Probably she said, she said, I explained to her how the lady went off on me. I was probably in my late teens, early 20s. I explained to her how the lady went off on me. And she told me, she said, well, now you're going to have to watch her because people hate to admit that they're wrong. And she'll find the reasons to be right rather than to be wrong. And I'm paraphrasing the message that my mother taught. But she basically saying, and that reason is going to have something to do with you. And she's going to start finding fault with you because she don't want to admit. So what do you do in a situation like that? When people are picking at you because they know they're wrong. And my mother happened to come up to the job one day. I don't even remember why she was there, but she did. And my boss told her that she had wronged me. My boss told her. But my boss never told me. Never spoke to me. Or she called. I don't remember how it went. It was so many years ago. But she knew she had wronged me, but she couldn't tell me she was wrong. We talked about this before. How many people can't admit that they're wrong? It's no, it's not. And it tells you a really, really big thing heads up. You're not going to be right all the time. You're talking about mastering peace. You're going to find that you're probably going to be more wrong than right a lot of times. So make sure that you're able to say, I'm sorry. Listen, if you can't say it that way, my bad. Oops, my bad. I think you should be more tactful than that. If you say, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Oopsie, found myself putting the the prayer video announcement on live. Turned around and looked later. It was just last week's recording. I wasn't trying to do that. I said, Pastor Jay, I messed up. He said, well, you stopped it and let's just go to the next, go to the live prayer. So I had to shut that one down. I'm sure I didn't look too good doing that. I had to shut that down and go to the live prayer. Yesterday, while we were talking about smoothies, I said, this is the smoothie we're making today. And I put up last week's smoothie. I said, oopsies. I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. How hard is it to say? When we talk about mastering peace in marriage, mastering peace in a relationship, you gotta understand that there's a whole world full of people. Not everybody. Not us. I can't say everything. And if you're one of them, my prayer for you is to begin to look at what you've done, who you are, and how is it affecting your life. Because you're not always fine. No one is. And if you think that's the case, you're off your rock. You're not talking crazy. You're just saying, you got to it's not on the all. You got to learn what you pray. And a lot of people, and I know this what I do, some people want to buy stuff with you to apologize. It's not the same. Just say it. You have to write and know it. I never noticed you can't say it, but you can work with it. See, just saying I'm sorry makes it better too. Because you're able to now recognize it. And I said, you know, we're not perfect human beings. We are human beings. That means we're being human. That means being human. We have flaws. Be stressed. Listen, I love the fact that I can hang my head right there. I love the fact that we're talking about fitness stuff, talking about de-stressing. We're talking about the 15-day challenge. I feel like the world should be in this 15-day challenge. I don't understand why people are not in it. I don't. Because you're getting an opportunity to help you to become healthier, which helps you to be stronger in life, which helps you to last longer in life. Are you going to do it perfectly? Come on. A lot of us are in the hula group, right? In the hula group, if you saw me in the beginning hula hooping, I couldn't even keep the hula hoop on. But guess what? I can now. It still drops, but I keep it up longer than I used to. And I'm getting better every time. Why? Because I feel it. And then hula hoop helps me be strong. So I go in my backyard. It's called the door to right now. I go in my backyard. I got hula hoop. The hoop either by myself or with some people. That's unintroduced. I hope I can get my whole block on it. Working towards, one of my neighbors came over yesterday to barbecue. Tomatoes, green tomatoes, and some cucumbers. Reminded tomatoes and cucumbers. And she said, she said, you always doing something for me. So I was going to do something for you. He's always giving us stuff. I want to do. Like when I do cake, I just took two pieces. I just gave my neighbor cake. Like I'm getting back to that. And so she remembers when I tried something, and it was really good. I was sharing with the people, some of the people I was with. She remembers. So she brought me, I'm going to have to show you, a beautiful cucumber and some tomatoes. And these are the lessons that come when you just try to do the right thing to the perfect life. Are you going to be mistreated while you're trying to do something good? You're going to hate. How are you going to hate it? some of those say the same. I mean, this was but realize yourself. People, you have one man, like you want to do something extraordinary. You want to have after a better life. Other people ways to do stress. Relax your muscles, tighten them up, and then loosen them. Do the side, do the stretch, get a hot bath, good night's sleep, deep breathe, help you to de-stress, put yourself in a comfortable position, and close your eyes. Imagine yourself in a relaxing place. Like one of my favorite places is take slow, deep breath, in about 5 to 10 minutes. All this is part of our 15-day challenge. Slowing down, such a clock. You get the places to do it together. Take a break. Meditation, listen to things that move or music. Good time to the heart. Talk about your thoughts. Talk about the things that are don't easy on yourself. Eliminate all your triggers. Look at things that's causing you most stress. Believe it or not. Is it your job? Is it your commute? Is it the fact that you don't feel that you are where you should be? So what can I do to that? These are just the ways to do some things you can do. Watching movies. I watch movies. I watched the movie last night and got a place and learned about a new guy. So I'll be posting some of that stuff about how you think others just yeah, that's the quote I saw from the movie is blessed with life. And as I began to look up that quote, who said that? I thought it was from the movie, somebody else said it. So I started after I found that quote, I began looking at other quotes from the same guy. He was like, wow, this is powerful quote. So you're watching a movie, that's what I say. If I'm watching a movie just to find out what is it in that movie that's resonating, let's speak it to your heart. Where is it place? You want to find yourself gravitating to that movie that helps you de-stress your life. It's such a doing puzzles. My mother is now going through books, just going through, how you find circle the word and find the word and something. That helps us. She said, this helps me to feel. So, I really want to help you to the next so that you don't focus on what you feel. Take time, working, do some family projects. Get out of this thinking side, right? Yeah, and I watched the guy the other day. He just took on TikTok that. He started with a 4, put a 7 in it, did a 3, and it came out to be a bird. I'm like, what? You got to draw a bird like that? I got to put myself on TikTok one day. Just to show, just to see if it works for me, just like it did for them. So people didn't do so. Find your ways to do stuff. Create your masterpiece play or your masterpiece. Anybody want to chime in? Anything of the truth? Anybody want to chime in? No, are you there? Hi, good morning, everyone. Good morning. God bless you, Mama. God bless you. Hi, how are you? Oh, great. I want to chime in on what you said. One thing for sure, and it's all about a person and your mindset. And if you can learn to achieve classes. And one of them I want to say is this. It's not simple and it's not harmful to say it's hard. Because sometimes we all have to take it hard. And nothing wrong with being helpful. And that's what it's all about. Because if you don't know how to be humble, God doesn't know what you really, really choose. Not blessing others. It's not thinking of yourself. You can't yourself, but never to finish your story. Thank you. Hey, thank you so much for that. When you reach for the stars, you may come down, you might not get exactly say it again. When you reach for the stars, you might fall short. When you reach, you come down with stars. Now, I'm not always a commitment, but that's the reason that we need to know. And I feel that a lot of the philosophies and the mindset that we gave us are so good, and all of them apply to the you know, so let's just take it easy. If you want to have them come to the community, the classes, to get the bottom, okay? But look at that. It's unfound. Everybody should. And that's in the same. And that's in the same. Because if you don't do something to do this, because you might get excited if somebody else is watching, you can't do it. So this is everybody else. So that's not feeling that. Thank you for listening. Hello, are you there? Okay, that's good. That was good stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you. And what are you saying is wrong or right? It's still strong. So thank you so much for saying that. Because that's what we have to understand. That what's happening in your life right now, it's not, we want to focus on other people. But what is it in your life that's speaking to you about you? Then I'm just taking an inventory of myself and recognizing that there's a whole lot of things that I need to shift. I need to do differently. Why? Because my health matters. And for what my health matters, I gotta become an active participant and create the life for me, right? I can't look for everybody to do that for me. This is about me. So what does God say to you about your life today, about you? When you start accepting that, you're putting yourself in a position to win. And is that important to you? How important is winning to you? Anybody answer that question? How important is winning to you? Who wants to answer that question? How important is winning to you? And what does that mean to you? What does winning look like to you? I'll jump in really quickly. So, winning is winning is everything because winning doesn't mean that I just won. It means that my family won. You know, a lot of times people look at things and be like, oh, well, that's just a bloodline. That's just something that is like this. But no, sometimes you have to. So winning means that you will fight something. And it's put your phone on mute. I hear you. Somebody's talking in the background. Put your phone on mute, please. Thank you. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Shirley, please. Yeah, so that's what one means to me. Like, you know, it doesn't really mean so much of just, oh, I can bring victory. It really means that, like, I can bring victory for my family. Like, now I can say, like, hey, fam, this is not no longer our, like, something that's following us broke that. Now it's that, you know, so that's how it's good. Go ahead. Really fast. So, when you brought up saying, you know, being able to say I'm sorry, um, one thing I had learned through just my process is just, you know, I would just say through my process is that um, some people will never be able to say I'm sorry because what they do or how they do things has never been addressed before. Everyone perhaps has praised it or said, "Oh, good job," or gave you a pat on the back for doing whatever is done. So in your eyes, that you don't see that anything is wrong, so people will never be able to say, "I'm sorry," and that's where it's so important that we go out here and um, we go out here and we actually get to know people. We, have healthy conversations with people. So therefore, you know that person and what you may do in other situations is not good for every situation because you don't know what you could be doing in that current situation. So therefore, you have to sometimes understand, like, that's why it's so important to make sure you get to know people before really engage in their life, before you call them friends, before you call them husbands, before you call them wives, before you call them business partners, before you call them children. These are so quick to people titles that, we just turn to a point and get into a position of life where it's like, now, just because now I'm calling you this title, that now you just have to accept me as I am, but you don't even know who I am. So how could you accept me as I am? So therefore, that then puts us in a position to where, hey, you have to accept me as I am. I don't have to say I'm sorry. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that. But that's not. Some people don't. As you speaking, some people have to become humble enough to do a self-reflection enough to be like, you know what? That really wasn't right. That really wasn't the best thing I should have done. Like, I do have some fault in this, right? So I would just say, like, sometimes that's why it's hard for people to say sorry, is because they have always been pat on the back for the things that they have done. And then, that's why you did that exactly right. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. But, that's just, another reason. That's the good stuff. That's the good stuff right there, right there. And what? Anybody else want to comment? Love that. When you win, it's a win for your family. It's a win. Man, I got the second win, you all. I'm feeling the NRG now. And it needs to go. Okay? I'm feeling it now. Woo! Yeah. I'm up and running, baby. Okay, why? Because I know that I was feeling run down this morning. So what do? I took my supplements to pick me up. So there we go. When I win, my family wins. So it's not, come on, it's not just about me, but it's about us. When I win, my team wins. So what do? Help our team to win, right? Listen, I was listening to the show. I have to sing again. Sing again. Listen, Moses, you got to sing it when you sing it. But it's another name I like to sing. Shoot. It just sounds like things just supposed to sing, okay? I listened to shoot. And to sing that. Some people have a hard time singing this stuff. And I just wanted to add, before we discuss that, we can't the words around it. But I just wanted to add, I just notable quotable, I really take that as like fight the younger. Uh, Sin is silence does not diminish you, it actually empowers. And people look at it as if it is a subtraction, because they are. And it's not a subtraction. It's not even an addition. It multiplies because it adds exponential growth. And it's okay to say it. It doesn't take anything away from it. It doesn't diminish it. It promotes. Okay? Say what? Sit on it. Okay. Anybody else have anything else? Dr. K, are you there? I want to. Yeah. Hi, you're not on mute now. We hear you. Okay, okay, that's what I want to say. What I say is that it's really a very true word. It's not your leadership yourself, it's power yourself. Every time you might feel that you're saying the wrong thing, don't think that way. Because the class is always hard, so you're always positive. And you can show your positivity. Everybody knows perfection, and it's really good. That's what you want. Because we consider that category. We have your life matters or we lie. And all of our lives matter. But we we're not to diminish anything. It's just how. So don't be ashamed and don't be afraid. Sometimes it's hard. But you can look this way. Write it over the paper and say, to do the kid. You get this person. Don't you know wrong? Because you can't hold on to stuff. Because you don't want to stop. You're blessed. I'm not talking about my dad trying to get nobody to the kitchen. I'm just saying, don't drop your own stuff out of life. Thank you. Great job, Jeffrey. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Yeah, I'm just grateful for this. What we're doing today is having a conversation, and we're empowering you as we're empowering each other. So as we begin to add tidbits to the conversation, like with everybody is needed. Okay? So let us continue to be a blessing to each other because we all met. I'm looking for a little something that somebody sent me. Needed. Okay, there it is. Discover what you no longer want to do. I no longer, I no longer want to be obese. I no longer want to be broke. I no longer want to be sad, mad, disgusted, worried about how others feel about me. I no longer want to do whatever you no longer want to do. Declare it and let your voice be heard. But even in all of that, you need to declare what you want to do. I want to be successful. I want to be happy, excited, and joyful. I want to be overflowing in goodness in my businesses, at my home, my family, achieving my goals, plans, abundance, overachieving, in everything that I and my family does. I want the glory of the Lord to always rest, relax, chill, reside, release, relate within me, around me, flow through me, and with me always. I want the anointing for ministry, business, both naturally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically, where it's tangible, and the aroma of His glory thick upon me and through me always. And then it's scripture, Jeremiah 29:10. But thus saith the Lord, after 7 after 7 years of be accomplished at Babylon, I will visit you, perform my good work towards you, and causing you to return to this place. For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, says the Lord, of the peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Then shall you call upon me, and you shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. We give two other scriptures. I'm not going to read them all. James 1, 16 to 18, and also Deuteronomy 28, 2 through 4. Now that I'm going to read. And all these blessings will come upon you when you take it, because you obey the voice of the Lord your God. Blessed shall you be in the city, blessed shall you be in the country, blessed shall you be as shall be the fruit of your body, and the produce of your ground, and the increase of your earth, the increase of your cattle, and the offspring of your flock. God wants you to stop and be a help, even as the soul of one to be to be, stop saying all that you don't like to do. Discover that. anybody have any last words? Please bring us from the past. Thank you all for waking me up this week and getting me on the back. Thank you all so much. Anybody have anything you'd like to say? Well, thank you so much. We are, this is Dr. Jeff Adrenaline Empowerment Talk. And Dr. Jeff Adrenaline Empowerment Talk. We have the business advisors, including Central Standard, Joanne and Peace. You can join those calls by dialing in and have a conversation with us. When you're having a conversation, we love to hear your voice. Your voice really counts. We like to empower yourself. But when you release your voice, him, and I'm going to say, her, you all count. Because your voice has power. Connecting with our voice, then we all become him. You can dial the number 302 1110, and the code is 712 7 come back to you. We are so thankful. We are reading my book, When the Rain Falls, the Flowers Bloom, on Wednesday. Next week, we'll be going to laugh a lot. Which chapter 5 and other chapter 8. I want to read more chapters after this year. Read more 4 more chapters. We actually don't have a book. And blessed to be able to do that. So thank you so much. You need a copy of the book. You can get it from Amazon, or you can inbox me to get a copy of that copy of the book. And we want to thank you. We are for life changes, and we want to thank you for all the life changes that are here. Because what we do is life changes, before life changes, we also the person who goes in with a conversation with. So get in touch with the life changer and invite you to this live so that you can become that be a better you. That's what empowerment is about. Becoming a better you. And that's what we want to help you to do, become a better you. That we are in a definitely in our 15-day challenge. You can join that 15-day challenge at any time. Really, you can join the 15-day challenge at any time. And we'll be excited to have you join us on our 15-day challenge. What's a 15-day challenge? How would I join a 15-day challenge? I'm glad you asked. Because, thanks, you can win $25,000 if you use it. I do. And you will definitely have to fight into it. Because I'm going to apply as much as I can. Developing myself, becoming better me, personal development, physical development, mentally becoming strong. This is what we want to do as we also give the opportunity to be a part of this no cost 15-day challenge. Okay? The 15-day challenge is a 15 days, work out 30 minutes, whatever you choose to do. We thank you for get our products because our products can help you. Nevertheless, if you don't want to use the product, you don't have to forgive them. This is John McCullough to this minute down. It's a movement, but you have to get involved. You have to attach yourself to it to begin to work on the better you. So we're offering you an opportunity to be a part of the 15-day challenge. The 15-day challenge, we have a gift that if you like to give our sisters to become a better you, physically, then we offer this gift, our 15-day challenge. Each verse, IAC, that is the punch and NRG. You heard me say, heard me this morning. You must have heard me pick up because first I was dragging the conversation, stimulated me, but the product helped me to wake up. So these products are here to do things and help me help you. Products will help you. We also have a group for right in the group, one of the group, and a hula hoop group. You can actually purchase a hula hoop and become better because the hula hoop, when you think about that hula hoop, you can do it by doing the life I feel for and get your hula hoop. Hula hoop. I love using that hula hoop. What is it? Why do I need the hula hoop? Because why? body, improves flexibility, improves balance, improves digestion, it improves your blood, okay? It helps you to improve your mood. It helps with coordination. It helps with stress relief, uh, self-confidence building. It combats depression. It increases your fitness level. And all this 15 minutes of hula hooping. 15 minutes of hula hooping you do. 5 minutes of hula hooping is equivalent to 1 hour of jogging, 40 minutes of swimming, 420 sit-ups, 35 minutes of yoga. When you buy the hula hoop, you're investing in you. So join our hula hoop group because it's an investment in your life. 15 minutes of hula hooping. Your circulation is going to improve. It's going to tone your body. Check the brain. These are scientific facts to say hula hooping helps you. Okay? So join our hula hoop group. I love this hula hoop group. But join our 15-day challenge. If I get the life change and say, hey, how do I get this life? How do I become a part of this? I want to be in this 15-day challenge. Well, if I get the life change that invited you to share this life. We're also here tomorrow at 8 a.m. We'll have your talk leader. Hey, Coach Davis coming to say, what are you talking about? Something you grateful for? What are you grateful for? And she just keeps it real. We do follow real talk leader. And then there's Friday. Mr. Mindset is coming to say, hey, why don't you capture mind all the time? He's saying, hey, let's do some of the capture mind. Let's encourage stuff. These are the calls that we are having from Tuesday Friday by joining this club. So, again, the affirmation touch care, I'll share it tomorrow. I think it's always just stop it like this. It's always like to make sure that it's good and beyond. It's definitely has a manifestation. You know, it's more really important conversation. So, we are also the fact that the affirmation, which is both, anybody just do, and we have to, but the third is, I'm a woman. I set myself. When you start saying, forgive me, I'm sorry, I messed up. All you do is win, and that and that. Because when you say, I'm sorry, you say it to the person, listen, I messed up. But you do that. So let me say, let's go back to being blessed for the good so that we can be better than this. And guess what you're doing? You set your right thing. You're doing like everything. You know, you just want to stop, but you did not forgive me. But you come back and stop. So understand, you really need to say, outside, really, when you begin exercise, work on yourself. All these are really, really things, really action that set you up for everything in life. All these are really touching. All these are show to set the type of you set yourself up. That's it all. So, thank you so much. We are with you affirmations. I wonderful and beautiful day. Boy, tonight, yesterday, we have to do this.
Okay, real quick. We'll play with that one. Let's go. With that, let's take it slow. I'm wonderfully and beautifully made. Dr. Scott Dentley wrote these. I'm a builder. I accomplish everything I set out to accomplish. I am a winner. I set high standards. I am more than a conqueror. I'm a creator. I'm made in a likeness and image of God, and God creates, therefore I create. I am what God says I am. Feel the flow, the rhythm of these affirmations. I am a child of God. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. I'm sent by God. Yes, I will accomplish all that God has for me. I want what God wants for me. I will consult God with every decision for my life. I will keep company with God. I will have wise conversation. I am healthy. I am healthy. I am healthy. Feel that I am healthy. I have more than enough to cover my wants. God is my source. He will continue to supply all my needs according to his riches and glory, and I shall receive according to my faith. So in those areas I need it most, help me to increase my faith. My mind, body, and spirit are miracles from God. I'm a walking miracle. I do not take them for granted. God, I thank you for everything. All of the lessons and all of the blessings. The lessons become blessings. The blessings are the lessons. All of the lessons and all of the blessings I thank you for. My faith is strong. My faith does not waver. My hope is in the will and the word of God. That is my foundation. I have peace that transcends all understanding. I know that God is faithful and his word is true in my life. I am forgiven. Therefore, I forgive others. I am enough. You are enough. And together, we will continue to go out in the world and make a difference because you matter. Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope to see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. for Dr. Kara Scott Dentley's Empowerment Call. May God's riches and best be yours. Have a wonderful day. We love you. If you haven't heard it from anybody today, we love you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Thank you all for joining us today. Be blessed.